Ken, a very important question. Does a 6-long creation day account contradict the Bible itself when the Bible says that death entered the world, specifically referring to Romans 5:12, where it says, sin entered the world through one man, and death through sin, and this way death came to all men because all sinned. Does this verse imply that no death of any kind for any creature existed before Adam sinned?
Exegetical considerations in Romans 5 do not demand that there was a systemic change in the laws of physics and that there was no death prior to Adam's fall into sin. In fact, as we look very carefully at the passage in light of Genesis 3, we discover that Paul is talking about human death. He's talking about both our physical and spiritual repercussions that come from the fall. So not only does Romans 5 not demand this particular viewpoint, but as we look at the book of Genesis, we see that it's clear that there was some type of death prior to the fall.
The question, another way of asking it would be, could a God of love allow carnivorous behavior before Adam sinned?
Yeah, I would argue that carnivorous behavior really is a benefit for the herbivores. You take away the carnivores, the quality of life rapidly deteriorates for the herbivores. In fact, the level of death goes up for the herbivores if you take the carnivores away. So I can understand where we would react to human death, because human death involves spiritual death as well as physical death. But who's to say that the physical death of bacteria and plants is necessarily evil? It could have a very good purpose.
Isn't the death that Adam experienced carefully qualified in Romans 5:12 as being visited on all men, not the animals?
It says death through sin was visited upon all men. Only one species can die through sin, and the text says to all men, not to all life.